Some Buddhists paint and draw images which express the inner beauty of a bodhisattva in a physical form. For example, this bodhisattva is known as Avalokiteshvara. One story about him goes like this. It is said that many centuries ago, Avalokiteshvara was a monk who for much of his life practiced meditation in a cave in the Himalayas. Then, at last, a moment came when he was on the very brink of enlightenment. He experienced tremendous joy and happiness, but at that instant he heard a sound, a faint sound, which seemed to be coming from a very long way away. As he listened, he heard many voices. They were all crying out, wailing, weeping, grieving. The sound seemed to get louder and louder until, at last, he looked down. He looked down into the world and he saw many people, millions of living beings suffering in so many ways. Some dying untimely deaths by fire, shipwreck and execution. Others suffering the loss of friends and family, illness, hunger, war. A tremendous compassion welled up in his heart, and the thought came to him, how can I leave these beings? How can I strive for enlightenment just for myself when so many need my help and guidance? And so he made a great vow that he would work to help all beings become free from suffering. If I ever hesitate in my efforts, even for a second, may my body split into 1,000 pieces. Avalokiteshvara then entered into a deep meditation on compassion. For a long time he sat in meditation. At last he emerged and looked around. But everywhere he could see people continuing to suffer. I have spent all this time in meditation, but have I helped anyone to free themselves? He fell into despair and thought of giving up making an effort. Instantly, Avalokiteshvara's body shattered into 1,000 pieces, and he cried out in agony. But out of his great compassion, the shattered pieces of his body took a new shape. His shattered head became 11 heads, now able to look in every direction of space. From his shattered body appeared 1,000 arms which could reach out in all directions. Thus, Avalokiteshvara could work for the welfare of beings far more effectively than ever before. The image of Avalokiteshvara is a Buddhist expression in visual form of limitless compassion. There is also a sound associated with him, a mantra which represents compassion in sound. The mantra is Om Mani Padme Hum. It can be translated as the jewel in the lotus. Buddhists believe that we are like lotus buds. Inside each of us is the potential for gaining enlightenment. By practicing the Dharma, the lotus will unfold and the jewel of enlightenment will be revealed. Om Mani Padme Hum, 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 Mani Padme Hum.